today.
In this video vlog, I don't know, I'm gonna show off some art journals. I did this on TikTok, but this is gonna be a more in-depth show and tell. I guess my TikTok video was more or less just kind of like a promotion for my YouTube page, but whatever. Fine. Oh my god, excuse me, I have some indigestion going on right now. I stayed home from work today because I'm dealing with a migraine slash tummy ache at this point. It's all kind of working on a mental health day. Let's just say I took a mental health day, okay? Um, and yeah, I just took an ibuprofen, just one. So see how that does, if it does anything at all. I try not to overdo it with medications, just because I can't do it anymore. Ibuprofen has fucked up my body. And it's just a mask. That's all it is. I'm just, whatever. I'm gonna stop bitching about my issues with medical bullshit, but it's not really an anxiety, it's just a hatred. Hatred's not even the right word either. Just a loathing of the healthcare system. How we've become this. It's not even health, it's just sick care, masking the symptoms of a bigger issue, which is capitalism. But that's not what this video is about. I know I don't need to go on about that. People who watch these videos of mine more than likely are already awake to that. So, without further ado, let's get into this. I've got several books here. I have 9 total, I think. Varying in all shapes and sizes. This is a sketchbook. I'm going to start with this one. This little tiny dude. It's a sketchbook that I found at Blick Art Supply a while ago. I use it for traveling. So what I do is I will, when I'm bored or when I need an outlet for art, I'll go to any one of these books, really, open it and just kind of see what's going on. So, like, I've got journaling in here. I'm not gonna zoom that in because it's personal stuff. I do a lot of writing. The orientation of the book does not matter most of the time. This is my brain. This is what it looks like when I'm healing. A lot of these are like I add leftover paint from palettes. Envelope that fell out. A lot of random papers, handmade papers with watercolor. Scrapbooking papers, magazine images, washi tape, all sorts of shit. So this is just a mini version. Um, I don't know. A whole bunch of shit. A lot of random doodles. Just, you know, paper anymore. I just don't. I already have a lot of it, and I don't need any more. Um, I had a huge collection for years, a few years ago, and then I felt gross because it ended up attracting cockroaches. And that was fun. That was a fun mental health experiment for me. So I don't have that anymore, and I don't keep that much paper anymore. um, I have a better ventilated storage area, so that it can't get all like infested. It was bad. It was so bad. And I don't think it was my paper that attracted it. I think I tracked it in. Um, I live in an apartment complex, so it could have very well just come in on my shoe, come in from work, could have been from anywhere. And yeah, that paper was bad. Bad move. Bad idea. Bad, 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 bad. So many bad things. Anyway, moving on. So I have a lot of paper. I'm saying. That's where I'm going with that. Um, I have a lot of different books because a lot of them speak to me. I don't necessarily know where they're going, or where they're going to go, or what I'm going to do with them. Depends on the materials I have. This one, I was playing around with the cover with crackle paste. I love crackle paste. I think it's awesome. Again, this is a work in progress. This cover will probably get redone because I don't like it. I like this page, but can't really tell that there's a radio back there anymore. So it's not my favorite page. But anyway, I do a lot of this stuff. I start with backgrounds and I add things. Leftover paint, always leftover paint. So I'm always looking for ways to get rid of it. So this one's not really done, but there's that one. This one, I started it a long time ago. I'm gonna repaint the cover because I don't like it. But I started this one. I wanted to do a different type of style, more watercolory, loose paint application, more words, more like where the paper is more the star as opposed. I mean, I don't care what the paper says per se. If these were more intentional as far as like manifesting or meaning or whatever, I would care more about what the paper says. But in this case, the book is titled Lovers, so I'm assuming it's some sort of romance novel. I just opened up a page and it says, "You know something, Sasha, you were never a great slut. You were a great rake." Spider fucked just about every model in New York in his day, and his day lasted for a decade until he met Valentine. Interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Nice. So there's that book. It's again still a work in progress. more. It was bigger than this. Like, ignore that. But there were like, I don't know, probably 12 signatures, 15. I don't know, there's more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 11 in there now. Yeah, there's probably 15. I probably took out 2 or 3, maybe 4 signatures. But this one, I'm not going to show you anything inside of it because it's all very personal. But that's what the outside looks like. This one is also designated for oils, spells, prayers, and candles, like different recipes and stuff eventually. I think I might end up removing some pages from this book too, but that will be in a matter of time. I don't know when that'll be. So, there's that one. This one for my magic is my main working grimoire. It's a mixed media journal, and it kind of holds everything. So I've got a page here. These are going to be for spells, self-love jars, that are made out of watercolor, and there'll be information put on them, and it'll be like a flip. So it'll go on the page, and it'll open like that. Make sense? So yeah, this book doesn't have a lot of like actual work in it. I've got a lot of background started, a lot of pages. I've fallen in and out of love with this book many times. I do have multiple signatures that have fallen out. So I've got, like for example, I think a lot of this stuff is going to be transferred into this book. Not because I don't like what's going on here with the missing, like, I have to, whatever, I have to rebind this, but, I'm not exactly sure how to do that yet. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't resonate with anymore, you know, and it's just like, there's a lot of pages in here from like 2020. The stars in my eyes, I look to the skies. So, there's that. And then this one is one of my more worked on ones. This sketchbook here. I really like the lemons on it, clearly. So I used that first page to really hone in on the lemons. Yeah, so this one is my most involved one, I think. I think I like the size the most. There's a lot of room for activities. I like this journal the most. There's a lot of backgrounds worked on. There's not a lot of journaling in it yet, but it's getting there. Finally at a point where I might start doing other things in it. And then this one, similar story to this book here. This one. Again, this one's been getting more action. I don't know why. They just called me. It just depends on the day, honestly. Alright, I've got one more book here, and then I'm gonna, oh no, two more, I'm sorry. Got two more, and then I'm gonna head out. this is a book I found, and it's like a coffee table book from The Art of Miss Pellegrin's Home for Peculiar Children, and I really liked that movie. That was really cool, and I think I really like. I got the pages for like the some of the artwork here. So like this, for example, I used scissors to cut this page here, so when I get to it, I can decorate however, and then this is my process. I just kind of go through, like, I really like the art from this particular, I don't know, so like, let me see. So like photos like this, I had an idea of like making up an entire backstory to these old vintage looking photographs, even though it's clearly not vintage looking, or vintage, but um, I need to redo the cover because I hate this. I tried to make it look like me, but doesn't look like me, and it's, I hate it. Um, so, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that, but I like the glitter I put on around here, the paint, and I like that. Allison's Home of Peculiar Thoughts. I don't know. But again, it's just a random orientation. Again, doesn't matter. I like the size. It's square, not rectangle, so that's different. Um, Again, just using a lot of scrapbooking pages. And then this book I made myself. It was the first handmade book I had, and I use this for manifesting specifically. Like this, for example. I would love to have a coffee shop someday. After all of this, there's a lot of like affirmations and a lot of random thoughts and journaling and writing, and this one's more word dumpy, kind of. So yeah, those are all of my art journals. So I know this video was kind of long and kind of all over the place, but I hope this was interesting. Eventually someday I'll probably film